Primrose's Chapter 3 turned out to be a serious, messy tearjerker. We return with more of Octopath Traveler, and now it is time we head to Snow in the Frostlands. What for? Pretty simple, because we have business here. In hopes of undoing your master's petrification, you head to Snow to meet the seer, Susana. The story so far. Following her master's trail, Hannah made the long journey to Stoneguard. There she talked to Natalia, who had been friends with Xanta. Following Natalia's clues, Hannah found her master in the forest. Except he had been petrified by the beast called Redeye. Hannah, forgive us this old man, for not keeping his promise. The last words he wrote before the curse stilled his hand. In the same note, he told Hannah to find a woman called Susana. She is a seer, he wrote, and perhaps she can help. And thus does Hannah arrive in the frozen village of Stillsnow.
Oh.
By the spirits, the snow falleth deep here. What is it, Lind? 'Tis not like thee to frolicking as a kid. But then thou art a snow leopard, art thou not? For thee arriving in the white wasteland is like a homecoming. Hardy! I ain't never seen a snow leopard that big before. It doesn't bite, does it? Fear not, young ones. Lind is with me. She is a gentle creature. She would doeth thee no harm.
Really?
She's yours? Funny sort of pet, ain't she? Lind is not a pet. She is my companion. My friend. Friends, you say? Just like us, then? Aye. Her fur's so soft. And warm, too.
So,
Tellin me, children, doth a woman by the name of Susana liveth here? The old lady?
oh,
The
yes.
old witch, you mean? Aye, we know her, who doesn't?
No,
I see, and where might I find it her? See that house with the red roof over yonder? That has to be her. Ah, yes, I know. That's the old witch's place.
I see.
Thank ye thee, children.
Bye.
Of course. Say hello to the witch for us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Lind.
Oh.
Enjoy this the attention, didst thou? Best coming with me, then, before they return and with more friends. We need to make for the house with the red roof. And that's across from here. But something's amiss. What is this crowd?
Listen up.
But I have journeyed many leagues to have my fortune told by Madame Susana.
Oi!
I implore you, pray open the door! God's teeth, man, get out of my way! Ugh. You wretched whoreson! Apologize at once! You won't get no apology out of Eliak. You don't talk none. Has he lost his tongue?
No.
Nay, it's just that Susana does the talking for the both of them. Bah.
Oh.
Who is that man?
Doubt.
Susanna's minder, looks after her and keeps the riffraff from bothering her, as ye might have noted.
True.
Name's Alake. She took him in off the streets when he was a wee sprout.
Aye.
Saved his life she did, and he's been with her ever since.
Could that
Old
mean-
women aren't commonly in need of a bodyguard. They are when folk from far and wide come flocking to have their futures told. Fame don't sit too well on her considering how little she cares for company. Surely she doth not refuse at every visitor.
Right.
Bit of a funny one, ain't it? A seer who can see the future clear as day but don't tell no one what she knows. Aliak turns them all away, and no amount of begging or beseeching makes one bit of difference.
Ah, yes.
Every now and then a fool tries to get rough with Alake, but off his nut ends up with only a cracked skull for his trouble.
Curses.
Finding her was easy, but talking to her may prove it more difficult. You're right. It's time we provoke the poor sap. Go forth, my friend.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted. Come in, if thou darest.
Yep, he's weak to sword strikes.
What next?
A panic slash! Thanks for breaking me out of the grip.
Letting the hunt begin. Come in, if thou darest.
Thank God I got multiple animals by my side.
Come in, if thou darest. Holding back nothing. What next? Come in, if thou darest.
Yeah, well, this requires a lot of patience.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Broke the guard, now we break you.
What? What next? Letting the
Not
hunt-
impressed.
What next? Letting my arrow fly and true.
Yeah, break again.
Letting the hunt begin.
That's a load of damage. Thanks, mighty goat.
What next? Coming.
You know that's not gonna work this time, right?
Letting the hunt begin. Missed me. Coming, if thou darest.
And the more I break you, the more it makes me satisfied.
What next?
Go, my mountain goat, and attack! Go! You have served your purpose well.
Coming, if thou darest. What next?
Having a lot of different animals would be useful for Lind.
Coming, if thou darest. Coming, if thou darest.
The breaking, it's so satisfying.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Coming,
Get them, my gargantuan boar! Well done!
thou didst fight with courage.
Easy He's a man grown, but still a boy within. Be a dear, Hannet, and have Linda carry the poor fool within. He'll be catching his death of cold lying out in the snow like a log. How dost thou knowest my name? That's what you want to ask, isn't it? I'm a seer, remember? Possessed of the all-seeing eye. Or so they say.
Then thou art an oracle. Truly, thou will be able to help.
Poppycock and nonsense is all it is.
Poppycock?
A hunter from the woodlands who communes with the beasts. Not a common sight in these parts. The only one who might fit that description is that hobbledehoy, Xanta. Him or his prentice, Hannet of the Darkwood. Your age, your snow leopard, your garb. Simple deduction, my dear. The trick is to say what you know, and nothing more, and let the gullible fill in the details. That's all Susanna's famous all-seeing eye is, in the end. Well, disappointed to learn I'm just a fraud?
On the contrary, now I know I can trust thee. If thou speakest the truth about this, then surely thou wouldst not speak false of aught else.
Fair befall you, but that Xanta lad raised a clever prentice, and that's the truth. Now, why don't you tell me why you're here? But first, let's go inside, shall we?
It seemeth that would be for the best.
Oh, well, well. That young master of yours has managed to get himself into a right mess, hasn't he?
Mistress Susanna, canst thou help in him?
There is one way.
In truth.
Truth? Ah, now that's a word. You said you trusted me, remember?
If there is the slightest chance of lifting that curse, I will trust whomever I need to. Milady?
Gods take my eyes if that fool hasn't raised a strong and brave young woman. I'd scarce believe it if you weren't standing here in front of me.
I learned from his example, the good and the bad.
Is that so? Can't imagine that would work, but the world is full of wonders at that. Isn't that so, my dear?
It is.
But about the curse.
I am prepared for any trial.
There is but one way to turn stone back to living flesh. And that is to slay the beast that wrought the curse.
I had feared as much, but it shall be done.
Stay, child. I'm not finished yet. Did Xanta forget to teach you patience?
Mine apologies.
If you try to fight the beast as you are, you'll only meet the same fate as your master. And what good will you be to him then?
But I must...
What you must do first is find the means to protect yourself from Redeye's lethal power. Tell me, dear, have you heard of the plant called Herb of Grace?
Never.
Long ago, there was a beast in these parts too, what turned men to stone. Folks here soon learned that Herb of Grace could ward off the magic. I reckon it should be effective against Redeye as well. Herb of Grace grows in a forest so thick there are few ways in. I'll send a layak ahead to show you the entrance to the trail. But know that the forest is a perilous place, and home to many frightful beasts. You want to prepare well before you venture in.
I shall. Thank thee, my lady.
It is my pleasure, dear. In a strange way, that Xanta boy was like a son to me. A vexing, wayward one, but a son all the same. With you being his prentice, it rather makes you my grandchild now. And what kind of a grandmother would I be if I refused to lend you a helping hand?
Master and I are both in thy debt.
That was a bit heartwarming. We need to exit the village to the north and make for the Whitewood, which is where we will be going. The trail to the Whitewood awaits us. But it is wrought with many dangers and many threats. We're ready for whatever comes our way, right? But you gotta admit, the seer actually turned out to be rather friendly. I wonder if as well I can maybe be able to devote my time to grinding my pot off. Because I'm gonna have to eventually.
Let us fight with honor. Now then,
Okay, let's get started.
I will cut you down.
Let's start with weakening enemies so that way we can find weaknesses, yada yada yada. Really? Silence? It does not work with Alphen because he has the skill needed to resist it. Eat the storm! And unfortunately, that thing is immune to light. Doesn't get hurt by it either.
All right.
Fine. How about an axe? Yeah, an axe to the face.
Letting the hunt begin.
Okay, a torrent of arrows is upon you. And sadly, that does not mean a thing if you can't even do your job right. Okay, if that doesn't work, how about we burn everything? Burn, burn. Okay, so axes work against it, bows do not. Oh no!
Truly joy.
How dare you! Fine, you know what? Bang, bang, bang. You take it down 2,095 HP. Seriously?
Try this. Victory shall be mine.
Fine, how about 1,000? I knew it! It's League Against Lances. But seriously, how are you?
I'm ready.
Not weak to dark, though.
Let's get down to work.
Let's get to work. Cross strike. Goodbye.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice job, Alphen. You make my work a bit easier. But I swear, Hannah got wiped hard. I gotta also look at her skills. She needs... Ooh, she has enough to get a reflective veil. Excellent. Now she needs to get... Ah, yes, she gets saving grace. Heightened senses, inner strength, second serving, and patience. Yeah, this would actually help. Having saving grace could actually help us. Alright, pressing on. There's a lake. Grim whiteness as far as the eye can seeth. "'Tis colder here too. The wind cutteth to the bone."
Come on.
"This way." He speaks!
Now then.
A trail. A secret path only the mistress knows. It leads straight to the heart of the forest. Out here, the snow never melts. It covers landmarks and makes every direction look much like the other. The herb of grace grows somewhere deep in the forest. But be wary. Many dangerous fiends lurk within. That is why Susanna keeps the knowledge of this path a secret. So thou dost speak it, and as well as any man. Only when I have something to say.
Thanks be to
Will that more people in this world fall off the same principle? Go carefully. I have not seen Susanna look so happy for many a year. Pray return safely that you might bring her more joy.
Thou hast
I
my
shall.
thanks.
I owe her that much and more. I will prevail. And knowing what we're about to face in here may be proof enough. Time to explore this maze of a place. And hopefully see if we'll be able to survive it. Because if not, we're gonna get wrecked hard. Nice. I also gotta make sure to start grinding to get more cash so I can have everybody with the best equipment possible. It's the only way. What's with these things?
I am ready.
Fine, burn. Wow, the braking is just so delicious I can almost taste it. Yeah, when you hurt me, that's not the best strategy. Here, have a torrent of arrows.
Now then, I will cut you down.
Oh, goodies, weak to swords.
All right.
Let's get to level slashing.
Come in, if thou darest. Holy strike, striking true.
Here we go. Level slash.
Yep, and yes, Alphen is voiced by Greg Chun, so I'm hearing a bit of Lucas in him.
I am ready.
Someone had to mention it.
Have at you.
Though I should rather hurry.
I will cut you down.
Letting the hunt begin.
I should hurry because if I don't, we're gonna get wrecked. I still can't understand why
Letting the
Oh.
hunt begin.
Let's try that again.
Holy strike, striking true.
Not enough.
Too slow.
Miss. Really, you silence? You don't say. How about I break?
All right. Level slash.
Level slashing time. That's one.
The battle is true. I will cut you down.
What next?
Fine. Let my arrows fly true. And the breaking just so satisfying.
Now then.
I can't really get enough, to be honest. This game is just too much fun. Alright, that's two. Don't worry, we're gonna deal some heavy damage. Amputate!
Down to.
That does it.
Ha! Try again.
Makes it all the more worth it, isn't it? Alright, with that, let's keep moving. Wait, we get a rock cleaver. What's that? No. This is what a rock cleaver is? Eh. Alright, she can keep it. And you can have Omar's axe. You need more strength after all, Alphen. And you can probably guess we'll be very, very close to the end. First aid. Alright, let's do it.
The Herb of Grace. This is all I need. A dragon! This place is a dragon's lair? I have heard the legends, and Master's tales too, but to see one in the flesh... I scarce imagined this day would cometh, but cometh it has.
Ah, yes. Did I ever tell thee about the time I went dragon hunting in the Clifton's?
4 times now, and the tale getteth longer with each telling.
Is that so? I suppose each time I remember more of the thrilling details, eh?
Master, this world is not big enough for all the giant beasts thou hast huntedest.
Thou believest me not, and yet I really, really did.
What in the... Stop in this!
Why? Do I smell so foul?
'Tis not thy smell.
Oh, art thou blushing? Do I embarrass the... Ah!
Don't ben a fool.
If thou insistest, but listen in, my girl. Hunters fighteth many kinds of beasts, some so wondrous and astounding thou canst scarce imagine them. When thou art older, thou too will have tales that no one will believeth, but thou must still keep them. Some will haunt thy dreams, some will maketh thee snorten with laughter whenever thou recallst them. But let me tell thee this, Honnet.
What is it, Master?
Even when thy tale is so improbable and fantastic that not one man thinketh it the truth, thou canst tell it to me, and I will believe every word.
Thou shalt hear in this tale, Master, over and again, until thou beggest me to stop, just as thou didst to me.
It's game time! The dragon's scales are impenetrable, and the dragon stands majestically before us.
How about you?
Fine, then we're just gonna play a little guessing game until we find which one it is.
I am ready.
And how appropriate. Okay, we do know it's weak to axes. Good, which means now I can stick with axe attacks.
Here we go.
Coming.
But I'd rather slow you down. Get to the back of the line!
No.
This is to make sure you do not try
I
anything.
am ready.
And I can be able to dish out damage along the way. It's not the best strategy, but I have to. And it's gonna have to go full defensive here.
Better than a snare.
All right.
No attacks for you. No attacks for you, because I'm not gonna let you do anything that reckless.
Oh, don't worry.
63,000 HP? Ah, jeez.
Here we go.
We're in trouble, and I mean big. Okay, so let's just do a little concoct.
Try this.
At max power, I should be able to deal the pain.
Come in, if thou darest.
And while this goes on, I will shelter a veil.
Holding back enough, this should clinch with their magic.
This veil should shelter your elemental defense. I wreak havoc upon thee. Eat this. He's also weak to swords. The dragon is wounded, and now it's mad. And it does a nasty fire breath? Wow. Fine by me. How about we do this instead?
The lion dance.
Oberic, you must be powered up. It is the only way to unleash destructive fury upon our enemies.
No. Out of my way.
Ah, second servant.
Come in,
Who'd have thought
if
that
thou
would be useful?
darest.
Broken!
I am ready.
Let's boost our speed, Alphin.
The panther dance.
Letting my arrow fly in true. A miracle.
Good. That should make sure she's healed up.
Try this. No.
This is gonna hurt, buddy.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
Eat this! Over 9,000 damage. Wait, 10? Are you trifling with me? You have to be.
The panther dance.
I gotta keep you speeded up.
Here goes nothing. Try this.
Come in.
Let those arrows fly true. 1, 2, 3. 3.
Victory shall be
I can
won.
fix that.
A torrent of arrows.
What?
Bring it on.
What? Was I expecting anything else? No, not really.
Try this.
I am ready. Stay strong.
And plus you have the epic battle music, which makes it all the more satisfying.
What next?
Yeah, break. We get a free turn, and I'm gonna start wrecking your sorry butt. On second thought, I want to keep on building my power. Yeah, so let's extend it.
How about you?
Now I can do this. I wreak havoc upon thee. 11,000 damage.
Bring it on.
I also gotta make sure everyone's healed up.
Try this.
I am ready.
Here, have a blizzard.
And go to
I know it, it's free dice. It just gives me some ideas.
Letting my arrow fly in true. Come in. Better than a
Yeah, you're not gonna get any advantages. Back to the line. Oh, Barrick! Wow, really? You blow my friend away. What is wrong with you? Fine.
Letting the hunt begin.
You just really made me mad. And you also made this fight a little harder.
I am ready.
Yeah, I still can't believe it because O'Barrick was the one who was dealing out the most pain.
Letting my arrow
Break. Although I wonder if that was the best strategy.
Here goes nothing. Try this.
Gotta make sure everybody's all fully healed.
What next? This will Can't end like this.
Here goes
Oh,
nothing.
great.
Try this.
Let in the hunt.
Oh, Barrett comes back. Good. Which means I got me a plan up my sleeves. Let these torrent of arrows fly true. Only had 3?
Coming, if thou darest.
Well, this is not going to be a good sign for any of us. Okay, No, I got... That's it! I got an idea!
A torrent of arrows.
4.
All right.
Oh, screw it. How about we do it like this?
I am ready.
This is a good fight. I'm enjoying this. I had to make a tough sacrifice.
Stay strong.
Victory shall be mine.
Now, we're gonna slow you down a little longer. Because you're not even gonna try it. Now that we have you back. I mean, that just came in right out of left field, though. I mean, what?
Be engulfed in my
Victory shall
Now you're about to feel my power. Grant's Thunder!
I wreak havoc upon thee.
Take that!
Bring it on. Try this.
I just have this really weird feeling that this is gonna end for us really
If
bad.
thou darest.
I know it.
Better than a snare.
Yeah, this should slow you down a little longer. Yeah, that deals a lot of damage. Alphin, you lucky son of a gun.
Holding back a mirror.
Max it up! Get us everyone fully healed stat!
Victory shall be mine. A torrent of arrows.
Finally, you actually do something right for a change.
I am ready. Be engulfed in my blizzard.
Bring it on.
What to do?
Try this.
No, I have me an idea. I have me an idea that I think would be rather
I am
crazy.
ready.
I'll just start building up more power in the meantime.
The lion dance.
How about you?
That second
Bring it
serving
on.
really did help us. And break. That saved us at least a turn. Leg hold trap. Gotta slow you down so you don't try anything. And are out of patience.
Bring it on. All right.
I am ready.
Let's kick it up to the max. That dragon can take a lot of punishment, I'll give it that.
How about you? I wreak havoc upon thee.
Eat this.
What next?
A mirror.
Alright, good. Ah, no. And you sweep my healer. Okay, now you're really asking for it now. No, I'm serious. You're asking for this.
Now then,
But if that's the case, then I will.
Rain arrows upon them!
All right.
You failed even that too, I swear. No, I actually have my plan up my sleeve.
Bring it on.
The battle is truly joyous.
Break. We get a free turn.
I am ready. Stay strong.
Have at you. I wreak havoc upon thee!
Take that and your history!
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Nice work, guys. You did great.
Is it so?
Is it done? Have I slain a dragon? This must be the Herb of Grace. Now to leave this forest and...
Come in.
It's alright, Lind. The monsters are gathering here. The dragon that ruled this forest had been slain.
Not yet.
They will not attack us. Not for a while yet. Come in, Lind. Susanna will be awaiting word from us. Now that I have the herb, I can finally face Redeye. And save Master from that dreadful curse.
Found the herb, did you?
Thou waited for me? Susanna only asked thee to show us the way in.
I have my own mind. A man can tarry where he likes, can't he?
Of course he can.
Anyway, I'm done tarrying. Suppose I'll go on ahead.
I most appreciate your concern.
Well, I just...
What a strange man.
Let's hear some travel banter.
Ho ho!
So, a dragon. As a boy, I heard many a tale of dragons and the valiant knights who vanquished them. And yet I thought the age of dragons was long past. Never did I imagine I would set eyes upon such a beast. Master saith he once hunted a dragon. If only the once. Now that is a tale I would very much like to hear, if that is thy wish. But knoweth thou the master's stories growing more fanciful with every telling. He suddenly recalleth that the dragon can speak, or weaveth dreadful magic, or burneth a company of knights with one breath, or smasheth castle walls with a single fell blow. Yet still, he doth bear scars on his back from the dragon's claws. They at least aren't true, if little else of his tale is. I see. Then you and he have accomplished the same mighty deed. Yes, though he hath many faults, I cannot deny and he is a great hunter. But now it is as if I have stepped out of his long shadow to stand alone in the sun. You have lofty goals, I can see that, but you are one step closer to them now. And more banter! How charming. What art thou sniggering about, Primrose? That Alaic fellow, he surely fancies you. What? Thou speaketh nonsense. He treateth me as Susanna bade him, as a guest of her home. Oh, trust me, I know men. The way he acted toward you, it wasn't anything like the way he acted toward the rest of us. But, oh bless, look at you blush. Tell me, Hannah, what do you like in a man? That is, someone strong, stronger than me. Well, good luck with that. You might be searching for a long time. Still, that is just insane.
Oh?
There she is. Found the Herb of Grace, did you, child?
I'll do
Here,
what I can.
give it to me. It needs to brew for a spell before it'll work right.
Thou hast
Thank you
my
thee.
thanks.
And then?
So, how did it feel to slay your first dragon? Thou knewest it was there? Listen, dear, if you couldn't slay that dragon, you wouldn't have a cinder's hope in a blizzard of surviving an encounter with Redeye.
You are...
Thou art not a woman to coeth her words in sugar, art thou? Never seen much point in it, my dear. Now, why don't you tell me about that dragon while we wait for the herb to brew? As thou wishest.
Indeed.
Well, I never. So tell me, dear, how does it feel to tell the tale?
Well,
I was never much for talking. It was Master who taught me how to weave stories. Oh, that lad was a tongue-tied fool in his youth as well. This and that. He could scarcely put two words together. Surely he was not that bad.
Indeed.
Trust me, dear, what grain of eloquence he now possesses was drummed into him by yours truly. I'd think twice before you tell him your tale. He might be jealous to hear you speak so beautifully.
well, well.
'Tis true that he doth now enjoy being shown up in anything. Here you go. This should do the trick. You be sure to quaff it down in one gulp the moment Redeye's foul curse strikes you.
Thou hast
Thank
my
you
thanks.
thee. Too soon for that. You can thank me when Xanta is back to his old self again.
Understood.
Very well. We obtained the Herb of Grace. And let's head out of here.
Shucks.
Wow, shucks. What is it, Alfred? Oh, nothing. Just admiring the compounding in this potion. The old lady knows how to brew 'em, that's for sure. How dost thou judge in a medicine to be good or bad? Oh, that's easy. It's right here. Why art thou poking me in the chest? Because I'm making a point. The answer's in here. Get it? A good medicine has heart and soul. The heart and soul of the one that made it. And that old lady has oodles of both. I see. Thou couldst have just said that without the poking. You're right about that. And now we can get out of here, but what is it? What is it, though? Give us 10 of thee. No, 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 no. Fine, let me go through the items. There it is. Herb of Grace Potion. Cures a single individual petrification. And now let's head out of here. Our work is done.
You are on it?
I am. And thou one of the Knights Ardent.
At your service. I bear word from Lady Eliza. It is about the fiend, Redeye.
She hath found it?
Yes, near the desert city of Marceline. She awaits you there.
Then that is where I will go. Thank thee.
If you will excuse me, milady.
Taking your leave so soon?
Yes, it is time. I apologize for any burden I may have caused thee.
My pleasure, dear. There's always room under this roof for my favorite granddaughter. The burden of family is no burden at all.
Thank thee. Looking after her, Alaic.
You don't have to tell me. That is my duty, and it will be done.
Indeed.
Honey, dear, for all your cleverness, you are as naive as a babe in the woods. You're a pretty girl, if not the beauty I was in my younger days. But I will hold you up with my prattle no longer. Go in safety, my dear.
Thank thee. When the hunt is done, I shall return, and
And so, does Hannah leave still snow behind her? Her quest has now become a hunt. To save her master, she must slay the beast they call Redeye. With this knowledge, she strides towards her next destination, the city of Marsalim, surrounded by the Stand of the Sunlands. It's actually Sand of the Sunlands. Apologies for the pressing rapidly thing. And yeah, that's it. We are pretty much done with every Chapter 3 storyline that has happened thus far. And yep, her Chapter 4 is right here. Yeah, we're almost at the end of every main story that exists in this game. I mean it. There's just so much in this game that it's not funny. So what's gonna happen now? We're gonna do a little bit of a sub-questing, hopefully. And then next time, we're gonna be going off to seeking out the advanced classes. And then we'll start the final chapters of every single tale, starting with Oberic himself at Riverford. That is it for this part of Octopath Traveler. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and more importantly, click the bell. Doing all of this helps me out greatly. It really does. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out.